fancy stuff, but yeah. I'd like to say on behalf of everybody that worked with Josh at the Cafe American, last time he came back for 3 weeks leave in November, right around Thanksgiving, he lived on a futon, the futon across from the futon Mud lives on, in my living room. And I only met him briefly before that, but we spent literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for about 3 weeks there in the same room, Mud, Josh, and I, and got in a lot of deep discussions, and I got an incredible appreciation for that person. And he worked with everybody at the cafe, so I'd like to get up and say on behalf of everybody at the cafe how much we loved him and how much he meant to us. I'd also like to say what I take from Josh. I'm trying to think of what Josh would want said about him, and everything that Josh would want said about him is true. It's not an exaggeration. It's, you can honestly say it without flinching, without embellishing. You can say that he was what he wanted to be, that he put his actions where his beliefs, where his heart was. And to me, that's the most meaningful thing about Josh. And the thing that inspires me the most about him is that regardless of how shitty and fucked up this war is, he was a hero. He went with pure intentions. His intentions were to go there as a medic, to take a risky job, as he told me, because if he didn't do it, someone else would have to do it. And he would rather not have that on his conscience. And so he went because he knew he could go to dangerous places. I know we all have regrets about Josh, but I know Josh, I was thinking about it, if you woke him up that morning that the IED blew up and you told him you're going to ride out, you're going to be a medic, you're going to take a big chance, maybe treat some injured Iraqis or Americans, but you're almost certainly going to get blown up today, you should stay home. We all know, everybody knows Josh, knows what he would have done. He would have gone, okay, saddle up. He'd have picked up his bag and he'd got in the car and he'd have rolled. And he talked quite a bit about that during his 3-week break when he was back, about regrets and about his choices. And I know he went into it without regrets. I wish I could say the same for me. Maybe it's selfish for all of us. But I just want to say his motto, defend those who can't defend themselves, feed the hungry, heal the sick and injured, educate the ignorant, kill the evil. He was just about my favorite kind of person. That is armed desire, an angel with combat boots on. Love, but not the mushy kind of love. The kind of love that will get up and do something about it. The kind of love that will take action to make the world a better place. And that to me just sums up Josh. Like, I don't know, like, we talked a lot about philosophy, and he was always trying to be a simple man, not simple in a bad way, but simple in a pure, in a philosophical way. And I think he was getting it. Maybe I'm talking too much. But I just, he would want it said that he was a compassionate man, he was a good man, and he was a warrior, and a warrior in the best sense of the word. A warrior, a soldier in the sense of the same type of person as a firefighter that runs into the burning building for the rest of us. That is who he was in his heart, and it's not an exaggeration. He had me all signed up. His dream for when he got out, he wanted to form his own version, and he had me fully recruited. I was there. He had me. He wanted to form his own version of Doctors Without Borders, but with muscle. He was pretty excited about. I told him about an ambulance project I did, take an ambulance to southern Mexico many years ago, and he's like, "Oh my God, I've been thinking about that kind of shit." But what I want to do, and he was on a whole nother level. He wanted to put together a group of people that if they were starving or sick or injured people over here, and there were warlords or despots or petty tyrants in between, you and them, don't try and stop our convoy. Was, you know, we're getting the aid to those who need it. We're punching through. It's not going to rot on a dock in a warehouse somewhere like all that U.S. Aid for Africa did. Not if Josh was in charge. It was going to punch in to those who need it. He was going to defend the refugee camps instead of let them be genocidally wiped out. I appreciated his vision. And yeah, I guess one thing I want to say about Josh that I take away is, as an example to all of us and to me, everybody, what it is to live your beliefs and to have the beliefs of armed love, of love in action. And I think that sums Josh up. And we love him.
Now another poem written by Josh.
That might not help. Sorry, I'm short. No Sleep by Josh Ward. Written August 31st, 2006. Twisted lines, twisted minds, minutes, moments, each one before the last. But it's past, and all that's left is what's deep inside. But how to find the line when it's been crossed and lost past the pond of redemption? The ascension of yourself in your hell till you're too far away to see who you used to be. So stop and see the children smile before they cry, and smell the flowers before they die, and do it every day. Because there is only that one shining crystal of yourself that will remember it. Capture it and replay it as you choose.
Now it's your turn. Anyone and everyone, you have an opportunity to come up and express your love, gratitude, memories. Josh.
Sorry, it's going to be a little hard for me. I don't exactly remember the day, but I remember how I first met Josh. Because he launched himself at me. And wrapped himself around my back. And I was like, okay, there's somebody here. That's usually how he would try to greet me. That if he couldn't do it from the back, that if I had a monkey, I would name it Josh. Because that's where he was happening. He would do it from the front. And you know how like a 3-year-old, like a little 3-year-old girl sees Daddy coming home and just runs up, gives him a big hug. That's how Josh loved to greet. I'll never forget that because he also tried to squeeze liver. Everyone beat shit out of me. Like only the person I met could do it to.